Distinguished listeners, today we are going to do poetry number 2. The title is What You Desire, You Get. So desire right. And the story goes this way. Sheena Roberts, the famous American journalist, always had this to say about witches and utterances. She was being used almost 24 hours a day by the media she worked for, simply because she was good and hardworking. One day, she told her editor they were using her too much. Consequently, she would give herself a long leave. It was just a matter of sending them a note from home the next day, declaring that she was sick. That was all. She would take her rest by force. Both she and the editor laughed over it. Of course, she was only joking. Everyone knew she could not do such a thing. Being a very responsible worker whom all looked up to, even for moral guidance because of her known moral principles. That evening, however, when she reached home, she felt a slight rumble in her tummy that sent her to the bathroom. 30 minutes later, she felt the same and had to go again. 15 minutes later, she had to do it again. 10 minutes later, she had to go again. Soon, she had to spend all her time in the bathroom as she experienced a strange kind of runny tummy she had never had before. Had she eaten something bad? She could not remember. A very careful eater she was, as she was religiously concerned with her health. Yes, they had attended a function where they were served some snack, which included Coke and some meat. She did take a few bites of the meat and drank the Coke. The meat had no problem with it as far as she could discern. Or, earlier in the morning, she had taken only her usual cup of coffee with some biscuits. This could not have wreaked the current havoc. Or, she had not taken any other food. Whatever explanations or conjectures she arrived at over this inexplicable situation, they did not ameliorate her situation in any way. By the next morning, she was already dehydrated and dangerously sick. She had no other choice than to send a note to her editor, stating that she was sick. Of course, the editor did not take it seriously and called her to come to work early before the publisher noticed her absence. However, this was just the beginning of a 3-month-long bout of sickness that nearly sent her to the grave. Sheena went from hospital to hospital, and she grew alarmingly lame to everybody's shock. Some had begun to speculate that she may have contracted the dreaded AIDS disease, even though hospital reports indicated that she had not. When she returned at last, the first article she wrote was titled, "Is It Witches or Our Own Witches?" In this article, she related what had happened and advised her readers to watch what they wished for or uttered, for our own lips are our own prophets. This is why what you desire, you get. So desire right. Thank you very much.